Okay, today we will discuss about the arguments and the parameters. As you know that for any function to work, they need the values. And we can pass the values to a function. For this, you have to declare the variables inside the functions so as function can use. And we also have to pass certain values to those variables. Look at this definition of the function. We are making one more function, def prod. Prod means product. We will create a function that will multiply two numbers. So I am making two arguments, two variables as an argument that is inside this function. And I'm returning the value, return A multiplied by B. Here you have to understand one thing. Look at this. This is the keyword to define the function. This is the name of the function. And this is the argument list, or you can say parameter list. And this is the work done by the function, and it will return the value that is the result of this action, A multiplied by B. This is the simple thing that this function can do. Now, our topic of discussion is the arguments and the parameters. What are the arguments and what are the parameters? Actually, if any value that we are passing to the function, like I am calling this function prod, I am passing two values 3 and 4. So these are known as the arguments, and where these values will be received in the function. So 3 will be received by the A and 4 will be received by the B. So A is the parameter, B is the parameter, and 3 and 4, these are known as the arguments. So I will run this function with these values. So result is 12. Now there is one more thing. What type of the arguments and what type of the values we can pass on to the function? So this is very simple. We can pass three things in any function. One is the literals, one is the variables, and one is the expressions. First of all, we are passing the literals to this function. In this example, literal means any constant value. In this example that we have done earlier, I have passed 3 and 4. 3 and 4 are the constant values. 3 will always remain 3 and 4, it always remain 4. So here we have done the literals passing to the function. So this example is perfect for the first type. Second type, we are passing the variables. So we will declare two variables. I am declaring one variable p is equal to 5, one variable, and I am again declaring the second variable q equal to 10. This is the second variable. Now I am passing the variables to the function. The function is the prod and the variable is the p and q. P and q. So here we are passing the variables to the function. There is one variable p, I have passed it to this. Second variable q, I have passed it to this. And these values will be received by the value of p will be received by the parameter a. The argument q's value will be received by the parameter b, and the sum of a into b will be returned by this function. So here we run the function and you will understand. We can also pass on the mixed values like prod, one variable p and one value that is the constant. So it will give the result. Third thing that we can pass on a function is the expressions. We can pass on the expression. So let us see expression. Prod, I am passing 2 multiplied by 3 means 6 as the first argument and 4 multiplied by 5, 20 as the second arguments. So this is the expression 1 You know what is the expression? Expression is the any valid combination of the operators and the operands. Here you can see 2 multiplied by 3. This is one expression. 4 multiplied by 5. This is the second expression. We can pass on the expression to a function call, and function will first solve the expression and then it will work as per the definition. See here, it is doing as per our required. Okay, so now we have done the expressions in the function call. We have also passed the variables in the function call. We have also passed the literals in the function call. So these are not the different methods, but these are the different type of the arguments that we can use in a function. Here one more thing that is very important to understand, that is the alternative forms can also be used. Like if we are having variables, then we can mix it with the expressions and literals also. Next thing that we are going to learn in this topic is about to yes, what are the actual parameters and what are the formal parameters. These are the two important definitions that you must understand. This actual parameters, or you can say the actual arguments, and the formal parameters, the formal arguments. So to understand this, we have to look the definition of the function. Here is the definition of the function. So a and b, these are the local variable of this function that can be used inside this. We cannot use a and b outside of the function, right? Because these are the personal property of this function. So these are the local variables can be available within this definition of function. Now we have to understand one more thing before going further, that the local variable of function, they are known as the formal parameters. We can say them as formal parameters. Now look at the calling of the function. Calling of the function, here we have called the function, we have passed p and q. In this example, we have passed 2 into 3, 4 into 5. In this example, we have passed 3 and 4. So these values which are passed to the function, these are known as the actual values that we are passing. So they are also known as the actual parameters. I hope you are now clear about the formal parameter and the actual parameter. Any doubt, Purvi?
No, sir.